Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us late tonight. I'm Jeanelle Slade. A suspect fleeing Montana Highway Patrol slams into an unsuspecting teenage driver tonight. A high-speed chase through downtown Billings ended with the head-on crash. A 15-year-old girl sent to the hospital and local law enforcement trying to track down the suspect. Now, right now, local authorities still on the hunt for the male driver who fled the crash on foot. Billings police tell Q2 just before 7:45 tonight, the male driver in a silver Honda was fleeing a Montana Highway Patrol trooper when the suspect turned the wrong way onto 4th Avenue North. At that point, authorities say the trooper stopped pursuit, but the suspect continued down 4th Avenue North the wrong way at a high rate of speed. In the area of North 13th Street, the driver struck the oncoming Toyota, headed in the correct direction. Now, the 15-year-old female driver was taken to a local hospital. No word on her condition at this hour. Two other people, a man and a woman in the Honda with the suspect, received minor injuries. The male driver who fled the scene again remains at large. In other news tonight, Majority Whip Steve Scalise returned to Capitol Hill today to cheers and a standing ovation. It's been more than 100 days since the Louisiana congressman was shot during a practice for a congressional baseball game. Mola Lengi reports from Capitol Hill.
A packed House chamber enthusiastically welcomed back Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise.
You have no idea how great this feels to be back here at work in the People's House.
Scalise has been out of sight, recovering from his wounds after a gunman opened fire at a Republican baseball practice ahead of the annual congressional charity game in June.
When I was laying out on that ball field, the first thing I did once I was down and I couldn't move anymore is I just started to pray.
Scalise said he prayed for the two U.S. Capitol police officers who helped take down the shooter. Officer David Bailey was in the chamber today.
David, you are my hero. You saved my life. Thank you so much.
Scalise said the last 3 months have been challenging, but the outpouring of support from complete strangers, world leaders, and lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have helped give him strength. Scalise was hit in the hip. The bullet tore through bones and internal organs. He talked to Nora O'Donnell for 60 minutes about the doctors who saved his life.
There was a lot of damage inside that had to get fixed.
They put you back together again.
They put me back together again.
Today, the 51-year-old also thanked them and many others.
While some people might focus on a tragic event and an evil act, to me, all I remember are the thousands of acts of kindness and love and warmth that came out of this. Thank you so much.
Scalise is walking with crutches and will still need physical therapy at least 3 days a week. Mola Lengi, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Scalise's colleagues on the Democratic baseball team gave the Republican team the trophy they won at this year's game until Scalise made his congressional return. Now that he's back at work, they plan to reclaim that trophy. Another year of dropped enrollment. After another year of dropped enrollment, a new page has turned for Montana State University Billings. A new report shows 4,401 students are now enrolled. This is up from 4,366 students in the fall of 2016. About 2,400 of those students are from Yellowstone County, the highest it's been in 3 years. Montana State University Bozeman also releasing its fall enrollment numbers today. The report says the school is seeing a 2% increase in students this fall. 16,703 students are enrolled, and just over 10,000 of them are Montana residents. The school's four-year graduation rate also jumped 2% to just under 27%. This year's fire season, one of the hottest and driest in state history, and the cost of fighting the destructive flames reached nearly $400 million. Those numbers from Montana DNRC today reported to the State Environmental Quality Council. Fires torched 1.2 million acres across Montana. The council also discussed how to fund projects to reduce wildfire risk. Property owners with forest land, mostly in western Montana, are currently charged a fire protection fee. Montana Senator Chaz Vincent of Libby suggested lawmakers should consider other ways to raise money that will include more people across the state.
Couldn't we maybe lower the burden on everybody in the West, still make them pay something if we spread that out a little bit and be able to provide resources in the West and the East should we have a bad fire season like we had this year?
DNRC Director John Tubbs says fire seasons are getting longer in Montana, which means more resources are needed. Well, we're now moving on to the next phase of the MTN Wildfire Relief Fund. That's distributing the money generously given to the Montana communities that need it the most. On October 9th, grant applications will be available for organizations all across Montana to apply for funds. Fire departments across the state in need of equipment and resources are encouraged to apply. The Montana Community Foundation is also working with dozens of smaller communities to identify organizations that need help. Now, the foundation has been fundraising for 30 years. In that time, it has distributed $41 million across Montana. And again, 100% of the donations for that wildfire relief fund will go to communities here in Montana. Turning to weather, Bob McGuire, even with the recent rain, was it even a drop in the bucket for our state drought?
Very good question. We had a dry week this week. The week before that, very, very wet. And so we were wondering, well, how did that affect the drought monitor? So let me show you. We go back to September 21st, and you'll notice just about everybody in the state of Montana, 100% of the state is at least abnormally dry. And up in the northeast corner of the state, it's all the way to exceptional drought there. So then you throw in another week of rainfall, and look what it did. In the south central part of the state, the drought was totally alleviated just south of Billings. But up in the northeast corner of the state, we go from 26% to a 17% exceptional drought. So things are improving, but no, we're not quite out of the drought for the rest of the state yet. But things are at least looking fairly nice across the south central part of Montana. Jeanelle?
All right, thanks, Bob. When Luther sage Yellowstone Kelly died in 1928, the Billings Chamber, the city, and the state said it would build a gravesite fitting for a veteran. Well, the site officially revealed this afternoon.
Back to his fort by the Yellowstone, and
Kelly is my name.
The Ballad of Yellowstone Kelly was practiced, rehearsed, and performed for the first time. A ribbon cutting helped celebrate the grand opening of the Yellowstone Kelly Interpretive Site at Swords Park. Kelly died in Paradise, California at the age of 89. His body was brought to Billings to be buried at what is now Swords Park.
When you die in Paradise, where do you want to go? You want to come to Billings, Montana. So he made it clear that this is where he wanted to be buried. And it really is our opportunity to begin telling our story of our town, creating pathways, trails, and connecting to our heritage in a way that just makes us a more exciting place for young professionals and people that want to live here, enjoy the outdoors, and get out, be active on our trails, and stumble across some amazing history.
And John Brewer says Billings has a trail of heritage and history, and the next phase will include Skeleton Cliff, Boot Hill Cemetery, and Colson Park. Up next on your Q2 10 o'clock news, as one man loses memories to dementia, his family is making sure he continues to make new ones. And later in sports, Scott checks in with Colstrip's undefeated football guys.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.